Imagine this. A galaxy far, far away trembles once more. A shadow rises. A familiar bone-chilling breathing echoes through the stars. Darth Vader, the Dark Lord of the Sith, is back. But how could this happen? Why should it happen? And what would it mean for the Star Wars universe and to every fan who's ever dreamed of seeing the galaxy's greatest villain return? Stick with me because I'm diving deep into Vader's legendary past, his appearances since Return of the Jedi, why he needs to come back, how it could work, and the seismic impact it would have on the galaxy and the fandom. By the end, you'll be convinced Vader's return is the key to saving Star Wars. Oh, and I've got a crazy theory about how he could return that'll blow your mind. Hit that subscribe button, grab your lightsaber, and let's jump to hyperspace. To understand why Vader's return matters, we need to revisit who he is. The heart of Star Wars. Anakin Skywalker, the Chosen One, born on Tatooine, destined to bring balance to the Force. A prodigy trained by Obi-Wan Kenobi, seduced by Palpatine, and transformed into Darth Vader after his tragic fall on Mustafar in Revenge of the Sith. His cybernetic suit, a prison of pain, kept him alive but tethered to the dark side. Vader's lore runs deep. In the expanded universe, now Legends, he was a force of nature. In Dark Lord, The Rise of Darth Vader, we see him grappling with his new identity post-Mustafar, hunting Jedi with ruthless precision. In canon, comics like Darth Vader, Dark Lord of the Sith show him forging his red lightsaber, bleeding a kyber crystal in a Sith ritual, pure nightmare fuel. He's not just a villain, he's a walking tragedy, a man who lost everything but gained unmatched power. By the original trilogy, Vader's the Emperor's enforcer. He chokes admirals without breaking a sweat, commands the Death Star, and faces his son, Luke Skywalker. His arc in Return of the Jedi is iconic, redeeming himself by killing Palpatine to save Luke, fulfilling the Chosen One prophecy. But here's a deep lore bomb. In the rise and fall of Darth Vader, Vader's spirit communes with Obi-Wan's ghost, post-death, hinting his consciousness lingers in the Force. Hold that thought, it's gonna matter later. Vader's not just a character, he's the soul of Star Wars. His fall, his redemption, his power, it's why we're still obsessed with him 40 years later. So what's Vader been up to since Return of the Jedi in 1983? Spoiler, he's never really left. Let's break it down. That Rogue One hallway massacre? Chills. Vader carving through rebels like a hot knife through bantha butter reminded us of why he's terrifying. It's pre-A New Hope, but it proved fans crave more Vader. In Obi-Wan Kenobi, we got Vader at his peak rage, hunting his old master. That moment when he cracks his mask and you hear Anakin's voice mixed with Vader's, heartbreaking and epic. It shows there's still story to tell in his timeline. In Ahsoka, we saw Anakin's Force Ghost guiding his old Padawan. It's not Vader, but it keeps his legacy alive. Plus, Hayden Christensen's return proves Lucasfilm knows fans want more of this saga. In Darth Vader comics, we see him clashing with Crimson Dawn and uncovering Palpatine's secrets on Exegol. Yep, tying to the rise of Skywalker. In games like Jedi Fallen Order and Vader Immortal VR, you feel his presence. He's a constant in Star Wars media, but it's all prequels or flashbacks. We need him in the present. Every time Vader shows up, fans lose it, but cameos and prequels aren't enough. It's time for something bigger. Why bring Vader back? I got 3 reasons. Number 1, he's the heart of Star Wars. Vader's the bridge between the prequels, originals, and sequels. His story, tragedy, power, redemption defines the saga. Without him, Star Wars feels incomplete. He's the ultimate icon, more than Luke, Leia, or even Baby Yoda. Number 2, reuniting the fandom. Let's be real, the fandom's been divided. Sequels, prequels, Disney era, everyone's got a beef. But Vader? He's the one thing we all love. Bringing him back could heal the rift, giving old school fans nostalgia and new fans a reason to care. Number 3, untapped potential. Vader's redemption didn't end his story, it opened new questions. What's his role in the Force now? Could the dark side pull him back? In Legends, Sith like Darth Bane lingered as spirits. Canon's Exegol showed Sith can cheat death. Vader's too big to stay gone. Plus, admit it, you want to see him choke someone with the Force again. Alright, here's where it gets wild. How do you bring back a guy who died and became a Force ghost? I've got 3 ways rooted in lore. Number 1, Sith alchemy resurrection. Palpatine cheated death in The Rise of Skywalker using Sith alchemy and clone bodies. What if a Sith cult, like the Acolytes of the Beyond from Aftermath novels, finds Vader's armor on Andor and uses Exegol's tech to resurrect him? His body's gone, but his spirit could be bound to a new form, corrupted by the dark side. Number 2, Force Ghost corruption. In Ahsoka, Anakin's ghost was serene, but the Force is tricky. In Legends, Sith spirits like Exar Kun manipulated the living. What if the new dark side threat, like a resurgent Sith Eternal, corrupts Anakin's ghost, dragging Vader's persona back? Imagine a ghostly Vader, half Anakin, half machine, haunting the galaxy. Number 3, the world between worlds. Here's my crazy theory, the world between worlds, that time-bending force realm from Rebels. What if a villain like a new Sith or even Thrawn pulls Vader from the past right before his Return of the Jedi death? He's still Darkseid, still alive, and now loose in the post-sequel era. Time travel's risky, but Star Wars has precedent. Any of these could work, but they'd need to respect Vader's arc. No cheap retcons. His return has to feel earned. It's a dangerous thing to try, but I think they could pull it off if they got the right writers. But we all saw what happened to some of the other characters, but if they did it right, it could fix Star Wars. So, Vader's back. What happens to the galaxy and the fans? A returned Vader would shake the New Republic to its core. In the post-sequel era, the galaxy's fractured. No Jedi Order, no Sith, just chaos. A resurrected Vader could rally dark-side cults, like the Knights of Ren, or hunt Force-sensitive kids like Grogu. Imagine him facing Rey, testing her Jedi ideals. I wonder how that fight would go. Or confronting a grown-up Grogu. The Force itself might tremble. Balance is fragile, and Vader's presence could tip it. In lore, the Mortis gods from the Clone Wars showed the Force needs balance. Vader's return could force the galaxy to confront its past, maybe even revealing new secrets about the Chosen One prophecy. For fans, this is a home run. Old school fans who grew up with the originals would flock back, Vader's their guy. New fans raised on Mandalorian and Ahsoka would get a villain who feels fresh yet legendary. It's a chance to unite generations, plus Hayden Christensen's game to return. Just look at his Obi-Wan and Ahsoka love. Disney would make bank, and we'd get toys, comics, games, Vader mania all over again. But it's not just hype. Vader's return could give Star Wars a new bold story, proving the saga is not out of gas. Darth Vader isn't just a villain, he's Star Wars. His history from Chosen One to Sith Lord to redeemed hero is the saga's backbone. His appearances since Return of the Jedi keeps his legacy alive, but it's time for more. Bring him back! Through Sith alchemy, a corrupted ghost, or the world between worlds. It could reignite the galaxy and the fandom. Why not? They already brought Palpatine back. If you write it right, it would work. You would have to have the right people in charge of this project though. It reminds us why we fell in love with Star Wars. The Dark Lord deserves one more march. Let me know in the comments, what do you think? Would you like to see Darth Vader back? And how would you like to see him back? Just in flashbacks or live action, or actually bring his character back again? Let's talk about it in the comments. Like this video if you enjoyed it. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you next time.